Hi, folks. So, in this week's passage that we're focusing on in Sunday school, we're looking at a story that Jesus tells. It's almost like a glimpse into the future, and it's probably using metaphorical imagery, but it's talking about the Son of Man, which often is words that are used to refer to Jesus, being almost in this like king-like state where he's sitting on a throne, and all of the nations are gathered in front of him. And then he starts talking to them, and he starts talking to two different groups of people. And one of the groups he talks to and says, well, thanks so much for coming and bringing me clothing when I didn't have clothing, and food and drink when I was going without, and for giving me shelter when I was cold, all these different things. And all the people say, oh, well, we never did that for you, Jesus. What are you talking about? And he says, well, whenever you did it to the least of these, meaning, people who didn't have any of these things in regular day life, well, then you were doing it to me. And then for people who never did stuff like that in their lives, well, it was kind of the reverse for them. He says, well, you never ended up helping me in this world. And so it seems as though what Jesus is saying is that when we are reaching out and helping to other people, we are actually reaching out and helping Jesus. And I think that it's kind of interesting. Because it seems like Jesus really seems to identify with those who are the very weakest in our society, those who go without, and so that somehow when we reach out to those who are most in need in the world around us, we're somehow encountering Jesus and God. But then also, I think it's kind of cool in our Sunday school curriculum for this month, there's all this conversation then about, well, then how do we treat people who are the most vulnerable like royalty? Because really, we're supposed to be treating them the same way that we would treat Jesus. And so we're going to have some interesting discussions around what that means for us as a people of faith. So I hope that this has been a helpful introduction for you folks. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday, and God bless.